for inflatable beds because they usually have big valves on those things. It's not compatible. But you wouldn't use a bicycle pump to blow one up either. So honestly, it's a must-have. It could be a lifesaver. It could be a time saver. I mean, think if you get a flat tyre and you're in the motorway. Probably on the motorway. You're on the hard shoulder, if you can find a hard shoulder these days, and you've got to wait for the AA or somebody, the RAC, to come.
And that little light is blinking at you. You know you've got low tyre pressure and you can't do anything about it. But with the Anytime, Anywhere inflation station, even by the side of the road, as long as it's safe to do so, you are absolutely...
But also, how many people don't blow up their tyres because it's a faff, and they leave it too long, so they're getting terrible fuel economy. The money you'd save in fuel economy and tyre wear and damage alone probably would pay for this. So, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Now, so apparently Kieran, our director, he's just saying, once had a flat tyre from London and he had to stop every petrol station to Peterborough to get home.
To keep
I've been there as well. And Leslie had to sit in the middle of London for 3 hours waiting for the pickup service to come and change the tyre. If you'd have one, and that cost how much? £200 for a £40 tyre.
Wow. The Anytime, Anywhere inflation station. If your tyre is low, remember the Bullseye Pro. That's the rhyme. If you go with it, it's absolutely good.
Lovely. We've got a wonderful email testimonial that's going to be read into my ear.
Nice.
We have got an iPad, but this is from Michael. It's an essential purchase. He bought one last summer for the car, but used it several times to pump up the kids' paddling pools in a matter of minutes. Can't recommend it enough. So this must be, he says, thank you, and you're very, very welcome, Michael. Thank you. This must be the TV premiere then.
This is the TV premiere.
Obviously,
the Shop on TV
premiere.
The Shop on TV. Not the world premiere. The Shop
again, on the box, it's going to say TIRE. That is the American spelling.
Yes, it is. Yes, absolutely.
It's honestly phenomenal. It's down from $69.99 to $59.99. Please check out your baskets. You can spread the cost interest-free with PayPal Pay in 3 as well. And make sure you get your M Sport as well. It's the last few people checking out. It's essentially sold out. There are 2 left. If you want it, you must check out. The next 2 people to check out on the M Sport will get it. And you can buy more. What's the shelf life on the M Sport? A couple of years?
It's longer than that. Absolutely, with the petroleum distillate. Basically, if it separates out, you just shake it. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, so if you work out 2 litres, so you're looking at about 10 car washes. If you wash your car, 2 or 3 times a month, figure out how much you need. Maybe get yourself a second life for 20 quid. It's a 24-hour deal. It'll go up to only another £5, but why not save the £5 while you can? Now then. Sorry, that's from Blackadder, isn't it?
It is.
Bob. Love that. Good. Miracle Chamois. Oh, Miracle Chamois, that's right. Here's the Miracle Chamois. This is amazing. It's actually the most absorbent fabric that we're known to man. That's what I'm told anyway. It will absorb many times its own weight in water, which means that you can pick up messes very easily and efficiently. And by the way, this thing is hardy. You can use it on everything, even caustics and turpentine and bleaches and things like that. It might reduce the wear and tear on it. It might reduce the life of it. But that is the cloth for everything. I've had my Miracle Chamois for 4 years and they're still going strong. You can wash them in the washing machine. They are brilliant. If you have a trade that has anything dirty involved in it, then get yourself a Miracle Chamois.
I would argue the only thing not to use them with is the M Sport kit, because that is designed to be used with a microfiber cloth, because it's got all of those little fibres coming up, the little finger.
And the M Sport you can use in the rain as well, can't you?
You absolutely can. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really good. Let's talk about the winter car kit, though, because what we've got here is, those frosty mornings, and I suspect we're not done with the frost yet.
I don't date anymore.
That's frosty evenings, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So you've got a brilliant de-icer that is going to...
De-ice?
Well, it melts really quickly. That's the point. It's good for getting bugs off as well. So, it's got that really good finish. Yeah. But this is great. This is the M Sport High Performance Screen Wash Concentrate, down to -10.
Gosh.
And that's when it's been diluted.
Oh.
So you can go even further if you
tip it in. Yeah. Is it all year round?
It is all year round. Yeah. What I like about this one is it's especially good for electric vehicles, because electric vehicles need with all of the electrics on the inside, it needs to be, it doesn't warm up the engine as quickly. So you need to be able to have a screen wash that works at a lower temperature with electric vehicles.
I would have thought of that.
Indeed. You also get the demister pad as well. These are really good, but don't do it at the traffic lights. Do it before you set off. You know, you see people reaching at the traffic lights. Don't do that. That's dangerous. And of course...
If you're in New York, someone will do it for you.
That is
whether
true.
you want them to or not.
And then you also get the amazing M Sport Rain Guard. Now, the M Sport Rain Guard is one of my favourite products of all time.
Yes.
Because it's not just about your cars. You can also use it on mirrors at home. You can use it on windows at home. It will just rain the water. I mean, have a look. The before and after says it all, doesn't it? It's got nanotechnology, which basically smooths the surface of the glass to an ultra shiny finish, which means that the rain and subsequently the dirt, obviously, Rob, just pills away. It just goes away. And, you know, normally if you've got a rainy day, and then the water evaporates, it leaves the dirt behind. But if the dirt and the water has all run away...
It can't leave a little residue.
It doesn't leave a residue.
How does a spider walk up glass?
Well, exactly, because it's not smooth.
It's not smooth.
Exactly,
it's only smooth to us. But when you get down to the nano world, it's rough.
The nano world.
Rough
exactly
right. There, you know.
Now, I have wiped this mirror.
Right.
Because obviously we had left some water on it.
Yeah.
But I just did this side. Should we see if it's still going to do... If it's still going to...
So it doesn't wipe off this or
No.
wash?
Because the point... Otherwise, what would be the point with windscreen wipers? Because every time the windscreen wipers would do it, it actually lasts quite a long time.
It's a semi-permanent solution.
You know that video that we did of my windscreen wipers up in Warrington a while ago? I drove in tonight, and it's been raining tonight in London quite heavily, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's right, because I got an Uber in. Oh.
So if I go around the front, I won't splash you quite as much. So you can see it. Or on that side, which is not treated, it sticks to it, but on this side, it pills away.
Pills away.
It's easier to see. It's a little bit difficult to see it on a mirror, to be honest.
Yeah, but on the windshield.
You can see on the windshield, on the windscreen there. Would you like a cloth rub?
Thank you very much.
So you've got a brilliant way of doing it. And look, it makes the windscreen wipers work more efficiently because sometimes you don't want the windscreen wipers on the maximum speed that you possibly can.
No.
Can I tell you a funny little thing about that bit of video there? I am standing literally just off camera.
Are you?
Pouring the water off with a watering can standing on a stool. You know, like you do, the magic of television. Sam, our floor manager, is just behind me.
Yeah.
And Martha, the producer of that little segment, said, put the windscreen wipers on, would you? So we did, and it literally splashed us all, and we literally got soaking wet.
Oh, I missed that. That's a shame.
Yeah, you came out about 2 minutes later after.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. I thought you looked a little moist.
A little moist. Indeed.
The M Sport has gone, ladies and gentlemen.
The 10-piece kit, I'm not surprised.
We will get it back in stock as soon as we can. But for now, though, I'm afraid to say it has gone. So do get yourself, if you want the rain guard that's in this kit. And look,
if you
everyone's going to use
the rain guard itself, that will be worth it.
Yeah,
absolutely right. Because that is the kind of, if you like, the hero product of this. Yeah. Now, the M Sport team is doing quite well so far. There've only been 2 rallies so far. There's been Monte Carlo.
Right.
Where was the other one? It was cold. I want to say Sweden. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Right.
But the next one is the rally, the Kenya rally, where they do it. And there is so much dust on the World Rally Championship. So there are only 3 teams, and you've got to bear in mind, M Sport is based in Cumbria, and they are really the underdogs of this, and they are doing so well. The team is doing so well. There's a great documentary online all about the M Sport team, and it's fascinating to watch. It's brilliant.
If our CEO's watching, he'd know all about that because he himself is a trained racing driver.
Amazing.
I understand at one point there was talk that he could have been the next Steak. You know,
really?
Yeah, he was.
Would he have had to keep the helmet on, though? I mean, he's a good-looking man.
That's why he didn't take it, because he just doesn't like anonymity.
I think that's entirely fair. So you've got the rain guard, which I think is the hero product of all of the winter sport kit there as well.
Do you know, I better behave, because Paige will be watching.
Oh.
And I got told off today. Good morning, Paige, because she watches, and she's 9, I think. Or is she 10 now? She might be 10.
She's up very late.
She's 10 now.
Is it because it's half term?
She's 11. No, she's 11.
Wow.
She was 11 on her birthday.
I was never allowed to stay up this late.
No.
At that age.
I don't know. She just keeps interesting hours, that's all. But she is the unwritten executive of Shop on TV.
Nice.
And she'll be like, Rob, yeah, didn't like what you did last night. You were very bad. She's phenomenal. So hello, Paige, darling, if you're watching. Right. Now, we're going to have a little look at the Miracle Chamois. The reason I say that is because David is from New Zealand.
He is.
And I love, there's a show called Below Deck.
Yes, I've seen it.
Isn't it amazing? But they have a lot of Kiwis on that. Of course, they say deck slightly differently, don't they?
They do say deck slightly differently.
They do.
Yes.
Have a listen to this and maybe you'll be able to decipher what I'm talking about.
This is the Miracle Chamois, made in Germany. They are super, super absorbent. Watch this. You just pull it in one direction. I say one direction, I'm snaking it. If I go back, it leaves streaks. We don't want that. You use it on your car. They're fantastic for that. Designed many years ago, made in Germany. Use it on big vehicles too, if you're lucky enough to have them. Caravans, motorhomes, trucks and trailers. Farmers love them on farm equipment. They are super absorbent. Hey, Shaylee.
Yes.
There's one thing I haven't done to it yet. Did you guys notice?
What haven't you done, Dave?
What hasn't he done? He hasn't wrung it out. It's still picking up liquid. Look, it's like a thirsty camel. I've done about 6 passes already, and let's see how much we got, because now it's leaving a trail. Watch this. I mean, if you're using it around the home, gosh, no longer really do people use them for washing cars too often anyway. It's a bit of a dying art, but around the home you'll love it. Maybe you're defrosting your freezer. Maybe you've got a washing machine that floods, a leaky pipe. Me, sometimes I take a shower, but with the curtain on the outside instead of the inside. So you can use it as a bath mat too. Good idea. I mean, sponges work, kind of. We know that. They pick the liquid up and then they drip and dribble and dump it all over the floor on the way back to the sink. Some of it ends up in your trousers, which is embarrassing. What about these turkeys? Ever used one? J-cloth. Some people call them handy wipes. Tell me, what's handy about that? All it does is spread the mess around the kitchen. And try and pick up a spill with it.
No way.
What a turkey. Please, take your chamois. This is the most absorbent material known to mankind. Lay it in the mess and just keep your eye on the liquid. Like a liquid vacuum cleaner, it picks it up.
Oh, my
goodness. Absorb up to 20 times their own weight in liquid.
That's incredible.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And what I personally love about it is there's no drips. It locks it inside. No drips. Walk across to the sink with it, and you're not going to make a mess on the floor. So that's got to be handy, right? We'll give it a twist, and it's ready to use again. If you're lazy like me, use the whole length. See how big they are? So you can use it for washing the car. You'll get the job done fast. What about windows? What about shower screens, patio doors? Any true surface like that, you get a wonderful streak-free finish each and every time. NASCAR drivers use them because they don't scratch the paint. They go in the washing machine whenever they're dirty, so that's got to be good, right?
And we're seeing it there in action on the car, and whether it's car, a motorhome, a caravan, absolutely brilliant. And they never go hard like the chamois normally do they? Which is brilliant.
Good point there, Hayley. I keep, I'm not sure what to call you guys now, Shaylee or whatever you like.
Yeah, we've been called much worse.
They don't dry hard like the old animal chamois. That's a great point. And I'm not here to slag anyone else's product off. The old animal chamois are good, but they dry hard like a rock and they smell bad eventually. This one, it goes in the washing machine, so it's never going to smell bad. What about on the carpet? Now, this is what hooked me the first time I saw it and made me buy a Miracle Chamois, because accidents happen. We're actually breaking in a little puppy dog at the moment. So you've got a nervous puppy. You know, they run around with a wet tail and they make a little mess everywhere. It's not their fault, but it's very unfortunate. Big dogs, too. Maybe you have one of those golden relievers. Yes, the bad jokes are coming out. And the worst animal, though, and we all know one, is the party animal.
Oh, yes.
Brings back memories of my childhood in New Zealand. Could be Uncle Frank on a Friday with the big bottle of 12-year-old whiskey. Oh, dear. And then the fights break out soon afterwards. Anyway, we won't get into that. But I'm going to make this as nasty as I can. This could be anything, by the way. I'm using Diet Coke. Could be tea, coffee, wine, water, whiskey,
Oh,
beer.
my word.
Doesn't really matter what it is. It all starts to smell bad eventually.
Yeah.
Even water. I think we know that. If you leave water on the carpet for long enough, it'll smell bad too. You ever spilt milk on the carpet? Heaven forbid. What a smell. Anyway, what we can't see at home, check this out, is underneath the carpet. Oh,
my
those
word.
hardwood floors have seen better days.
And that's your floorboard.